Welcome to the EGA Podcast.
The #1 video game podcast in the world.
Elite Gaming Athletes Podcast.
Accidentally, I rubbed my eye after.
As any Florida man should
your
do.
butthole later for sure.
Well, I just came from that. Yeah, that was.
The worst part about rubbing his eye is he had just stuck his finger in his butthole. And
That is true.
It was this morning.
Guys like Roger,
yeah,
right into that
Raj,
bitch.
check Raj.
Roger's hot copy.
All right,
It
boys.
happens. It happens.
Episode 11.
Episode 11. Wow.
Don't
Yeah.
feel like it, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah. It's like episode
We
30.
hit double digits last week, and
I'm surprised we made it past 8, to be honest. And I didn't even come in till fucking 5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
I feel like shit. So, Kai did make a good list though today. So
when the list is always just me putting together what we all talked about.
Wait, the last list I saw was CC's, and it was like
4 things.
just a couple things.
I resent it. It should have everything in it.
Oh,
I mean, that's fine. I'll stay on top. You just
AGS, Jake Paul, COD update.
don't read it out all loud.
Oh, are we live right now?
yeah, man.
God.
Oh, my fault.
That's
My
why he
fault.
said episode 11.
Yeah, that was our. I mean, we recorded for like 5
I thought you were
minutes
just
before
trying to
that.
hype the squad up, CC. I thought you were just
Yeah.
like episode 11. Boys.
Listen, there's not going to be a lot of hype
Let's
in the squad up.
go.
I feel like shit, man. I'm trying my best here. I was like, maybe I should just tell those guys to record without me, but I was like, no, I'm here.
Well, we can't 2-man it. We're already a man down.
We'd have to get a couple guests going. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm here.
Just don't feel sorry for yourself. CC, just be better.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's
Like-
what I'm trying to do. I don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for myself. I felt fine an hour ago.
I don't
No.
feel sorry for you.
I've
So-
slept so much today, and I don't know why.
I think
Like, I've
that's
been
it.
dead tired.
Normally
I
I
had,
get a good nap in.
I'm just kidding. I feel sorry for you, CC.
I mixed
That's
2
alright.
peppers in my eggs this morning. It was a ghost pepper and it's called a Naga Viper, and those things are hot. I rubbed my eye after.
As
Feel
any
it out
Florida
your-
man should
your
do.
butthole later for
Um,
sure.
Well, I just came from that. Yeah, that was.
The worst part
It
about
was
rubbing his
great.
eye is he had just stuck his finger in his butthole. And
That is true.
It was this morning.
now he's
I
got
just
pink
had the
eye
peppers.
and he's got hot peppers in his eye. And it's
There's
just
no
this
way I
whole
could
thing.
have. I couldn't have pink eye because the peppers burn every single thing that's in your eye. I could feel it. I almost thought I lost my eyeball.
Oh,
Those
so it
things
just
are hot.
killed the pink eye before
Yeah,
it even
pour
got
milk
to you.
in that bitch,
Yeah.
dude.
I think I almost have like beyond perfect vision just because the pepper cleared every single possible obstruction in my eye up.
I'll
was-
have to try that, dude. Just drop some ghost
give her
pepper.
a go.
and
Right? Just give her a
You
go.
feel like
See
your
how-
vision's off? Fuck LASIK.
Yeah. Who needs
Ghost
laser?
peppers to the eyeball like a Florida man.
So I've ate a total of 3 of those Packy 1-chip challenge chips,
Uh-huh.
and 2 times I fucking
12?
touched my eye. 2 of them, or 3 of them. I've eaten 3 of them.
Oh, where did I
Three of
get
the
12
chips.
from?
I don't know.
I
Did
have no idea. I
did
didn't
I
hear
s-
12 once.
Did I say 12? I've only ate 3 of
No,
them.
you said you ate 3 of them and twice
Oh,
you touched your eye.
All right.
yeah, dude, that's brutal, Kai. That sucks.
It was pretty bad. The Naga Viper is apparently hotter than the ghost pepper.
Really?
I've got 2 more of those things, so we'll see how my stomach feels after I eat those tomorrow.
The Carolina Reaper is the one that's in the new one. That's
Yeah,
fucking brutal, man. I said I'd never eat another one. I bought one because I figured my brother would just be over here sometime and I would just get him to eat it because he'll just eat the motherfucker.
Never would.
And he would eat it, trust me. He ate
no, I'm
3 of
saying
them.
never came over. I meant.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no. And I got talking to eating it on stream one night for $50.
The things people do for money.
Yeah, fucking horrible. I would
How much does the chip cost? What was your net
$8.
profit here?
$42.
40
Yeah.
He knows. He's already doing the math.
Oh yeah.
He's like, wait, so I'm willing
I
to make
would-
$42.
because I
to
wouldn't
this
eat another
pepper?
one for $200. I wouldn't do it. It's fucking horrible.
So
man.
$201.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go grab one.
Somebody in high school once offered me a sugar cookie to eat a whole raw habanero, and I was like, all right. Like,
Habaneros are good, man.
a whole raw one though, just to the
Yeah.
gullet,
Fuck
And
yeah.
chewed
sugar.
up and
I'll eat
swallowed
it right.
whole.
I'll eat one right now. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's
Now,
fucking
but
hot,
what about
dude.
when you were younger? Like, I remember when my dad would eat jalapenos.
I was afraid of hot
was
shit
like,
back then, but like
So
I
was I.
liked it. So like if it
No,
was
it's
cooked in
like
the
I
shit,
wasn't afraid of hot shit. That's why I did it. I wasn't afraid of hot shit until after I had done it.
Yeah.
I stood in the
Once you did it,
hallway
you're like,
like my
"Holy shit."
entire fourth period, just letting water from the drinking fountain run over my tongue. And the lunch lady that's like breaking down our a la carte line is like pushing all the milk cartons by me, and she stops and just hands me 2 of them and keeps walking like she knew.
Not all
She knew
heroes
what
wear
the fuck is
capes.
wrong with me.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah, no,
And she pushes the cart by and she stops and looks at me, and I'm like borderline crying. My face is all red. I'm just like tongue out, looking at her, water just running over my tongue, and she just stops and looks at me and hands me 2 cartons of milk, like the little guys. They're like,
Yeah.
the little-
and then just keeps walking, and I was like, there's
So
God.
the one time at school, I was laughing and coughing at the same time as I was drinking milk, and I shot milk out my eye. Okay.
Ooh, that's
So I used to do it on purpose.
In there,
I haven't done it in like 20 years, but I should do that again sometime.
shooting milk,
shoot
at
milk
your
out
eye.
of your eye.
Yeah.
Why
I
don't you
never
do
knew,
the thing?
I never knew it was a thing.
Yeah, I've
until
seen
I-
people like
I accidentally
Ripley's Believe
did
It or
one
Not.
day. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
your tear glands are connected to your sinuses.
I didn't know
somehow,
that,
right?
Yeah.
man, until that one day I shot milk out my eye. Everybody's like, "How'd
Yeah.
you do that?" I'm like, "I don't know," but I figured it out. So I haven't done it in 20 years. So
There were people on Ripley's Believe It or Not. They used to like pour milk in their nose
mm,
and then like pull their eye down and just shoot
No
milk out
shit.
of their eye. Yeah.
yeah,
I used to be
that's
able to
ridiculous.
so when I was a baby, when I was born, my tear ducts were sealed up. So
Mm.
they had to do like a surgery to pretty much create tear ducts. So they drilled through the corner of my eye down into like my
That's
si-
fucking ridiculous, dude.
wherever the fuck your tear ducts go, and then they put a metal rod in there and just left it for like a couple weeks
My fucking face hurts just thinking about that.
till it healed, and then they pulled the rod out so that I could cry because like my eyes wouldn't get wet.
And you still
Imagine-
didn't cry, and you're like, "I'm a bad motherfucker. I don't cry. Stop fucking with
I
me."
just don't cry.
Big girl.
But I could like when I was little, I could plug my nose and like blow like I was trying to pop my ears, right? You know,
Uh-huh.
you like blow
Yeah.
out your nose
Mm-hmm.
and like whatever was in my sinuses would just like blow out my eye. Like
Yeah. Yep.
like water
That's-
most of the time. It
That's
looked
how
like,
I do it.
like water would
Because
just-
sometimes I'll shoot a booger out my eye when I'm blowing my nose.
Damn.
that's
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. I've
sounds
never
like-
had that problem.
pink eye.
Yeah, it does sound like pink eye.
Booger.
I think you do have that problem, Kai. You just said you had pink eye.
I didn't say I had pink eye. I said I, put a pepper in
I
my
heard
eye.
you had pink
I'm
eye.
pretty sure I just heard at the
I
start
heard
of the
pink
stream
eye.
before we went live. I was like, "Big news, guys! I have pink eye."
Yeah.
Oh shit, are we live?
It just so happened to be right before we were recording.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
right before.
Yeah, it was right
you
before I
guys
hit the
barely
button.
missed it.
That's my bad.
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't believe that. Loser.
So I guess to kind of start things off, the free games from Epic. They don't start until the 20th, right, Kai?
They're out right now.
They are out right now? I thought it was the
Yeah.
20th.
Free
They're
Epic
out right now.
games?
I think I
That's
think
my
they came out
bad.
on like the 15th or something.
Maradu. Well, it's the 15th
Which-
now, so that's cool.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Well, maybe it was today or yesterday. I
Mm.
don't remember. 14th or 15th. Might have been 15th.
Which that Maradu is like a ancient Spartan kind of sword fighting game, right?
Ancient
Yeah,
Spartan.
it's. I think
one
it's
of my
somewhat similar to For Honor.
Yeah, it's
Something like
Chivalry 2. It looked real similar to Chivalry 2 too. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a free game. And where's it at here?
It's Second Extinction, and
Yeah,
Second
that one
Extinction
looks-
is.
Looks fun as shit.
I downloaded it and started playing it.
Yeah, it looks fun as shit. I think we should
Oh, it's
definitely
pretty
play
fun. Yeah, it's open. Like there's certain things you can either go straight to a mission or you can go to an open world kind of thing where you
Mhm.
run around the map and do small mini mission, kind of like Shatterline's Extinction mode or whatever, where you have to. Well, it's a new update thing.
I've
But
still never played Shatterline. I know that Travis wants to talk about that today too. So
Yeah, we
also-
Kai, well, we can wait till later, but yeah, I played a little bit of Shatterline the last couple days, and it's
is it free?
it is
Yes.
for free.
Mhm.
Yeah.
if you want to get like the skins and stuff like that, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, we're just gonna talk about it now.
Yeah,
We
fuck it,
can.
why not? Why
The
not?
Shatter-
Shatterline. So like, they updated the expedition.
It's on Steam.
Like,
Uh,
I
yeah,
think it's on
yeah,
Steam.
it is. It is. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where we had to update it from.
Okay.
Yeah. But they updated so Shatterline is like first person shooter, but it feels a lot like Rogue Company. It's like if Rogue Company was first person, that is Shatterline.
Mm.
Would you agree, Kai? You played a lot
Yeah,
of Rogue Company.
I could see it as like a
So-
first person.
The PvP is like 5v5, and there's
Graphics look way better than Rogue.
Yeah, it does have pretty good graphics, and the character abilities are pretty sick, and they've done a good job of like balancing. Like Kai and I started playing this game in early access, and some of the guns were like fucking broken. It'd be like you level up, you play enough expeditions to get enough cards to unlock like the level 5 weapons, and there were some of them were just fucking broken. They were just too good.
You get blueprints and give you mods on certain guns, and the mods could be like a legendary thing to give you like plus 20% accuracy or something.
Headshot damage or something like.
And you just have
I'll
like
have to
unrealistic
check
TTK.
Yeah.
They just recently redid the expeditions entirely. So it used to be you had like 4 main objectives you had to get to and like beat, and then you'd go to the main event. And
It was just a racetrack. You spawned, and it was like, how fast can you go from A to B to C to boss and win? And that was it.
And the whole time you had a certain contamination level that would grow, and as that contamination level grew,
which was just essentially a timer. Like so you had a time limit to beat it before you would just die because you didn't beat it.
And it gave you like even like harder kind of things that you had to deal with. Like
is it
one
PvP
was like this,
or PvE?
They have a PvP game mode where it's got like domination and like kind of like a search kind of game mode and like
team
TDM.
deathmatch.
And then there's even this game mode where it's like you have a carriage you have to escort. You have to be like within range of the carriage for it to move forward. You have to make it from one side of the map to the other.
They have
you
that's
just
like
have
one
to,
of the
you just have to
game
have
modes in
people in
Overwatch.
range.
Yeah.
But
Second Extinction looks pretty fucking awesome.
No, it is pretty sweet. It's instead of killing people, you kill dinosaurs.
Can you be a dinosaur?
Not that I'm aware of. I've only ever seen. There's different types of people. So you can have like a sniper, a tank, essentially a recon kind of guy. Like, and they each have different like abilities. So it's almost like what that one game was, Bedrock Galactic, or whatever have you.
Hold on though. I feel like we should finish talking about the update for.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
For Shatterline, because like we were kind of getting a little deep into it there, but like the new version of like the raid mode, without getting too deep, is like you kind of it's more open world feeling. You get to choose your own path. You don't have to just go A B C D to beat it in like a short amount of time. It's not just like a speed run every time.
So like add like campaign kind of.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of like, I don't know if you guys played like open world Halo Infinite campaign.
No.
You can just kind of cruise around. You have a scanner now, and you have to scan for
objectives
to do, and then instead of just
Destiny,
like after every objective getting like a loot crate, you have to like mine red salt and call in loadouts and shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
I haven't fully gotten it down. Sometimes it's a little confusing, but I mean,
to me, just off the one game that we played, it felt way better. It felt more immersive, more fun. Like,
yeah, the other one was like literally just like you played the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, once you saw where you spawned, you knew the route that you were gonna have to run to get to the boss, and like it was just how fast can you do it, and that was all there was to it.
I don't know if we get to the end of the contamination level, if that will end the game or not, because it used to be if you got to the top level of contamination, you lost, and that was it. So I don't know.
Which is like 5, right? There was like 5 levels of contamination. And if your bar filled on 5, everyone just died, and it was like game over.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
It's free, so I mean it's a pretty fun game.
The PvP is a lot of fun too. Like the characters are kind of like they have like their own weapon sets, and like you can.
It's almost like a Valorant kind of PvP game. I could see it that way.
Yeah, I haven't hardly played any video games. So I played Hitman. That was it.
All right.
Yeah.
How was
Hitman's
Hitman?
not bad though.
Well, first of all, I was just on G2A. You guys ever use that site?
I
No.
haven't even heard of G2A.
It's
Don't know what that
just G2A.com. It's like you could buy Steam keys and stuff off of there.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And
There's another one I know of similar to that.
there's a couple of them out there, yeah. But yeah, I bought Hitman. What's it called? I'll tell you what it's called.
Hitman
Absolution.
7. Oh, okay.
I don't know which one that is.
I've,
Yeah, you guys ever
19.
play the Hitman games?
I've watched the movies. That's it.
I played them on
Yeah.
like OG Xbox when I was younger,
Mhm.
when my brother used to buy them, but
Yeah, I
not for
never
years.
I never played them or watched them. I did watch. I don't know if you guys are know anything about Rooster Teeth. But I remember they played Hitman IRL. It was really cool. It was a really good video on YouTube. Basically, like, you're a hitman, you go into a building and you have to kill somebody. Wear different disguises. I just killed everybody. Like, I didn't
Well, yeah.
fuck around.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty good. I definitely want to play more of that. It was really good. I kind of understand the hype now, because it was fun trying to sneak around. Then I'd get seen and I would fucking shoot everybody. So
So it's like a Splinter Cell almost.
kind of
But
similar.
maybe
yeah.
not as recon.
Yeah,
kinda
no.
oriented.
It's like you show up at a mansion and you have to kill this one person and try to escape without.
Evade.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
you can find disguises and shit laying around, hide in dumpsters and stuff. So
Word.
It's all about hiding and disguising and all that good stuff.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
So does it play more like did you ever play God of War or anything like that?
Does not play like God of War. I played a little bit of that. That's like a slasher game.
Wait, where'd you even
Yeah.
make that stretch from? Why would
Yeah.
you think that it played
I'm
like
trying to
God
think
of
of
War?
how the play style is. So like on God of War, you have like a storyline that you're beating, and as you play it, you kind of like level your character up and it gets stronger. And
I
then at
don't
the end,
think
like
you level your character up. I don't think, but definitely the levels get harder as you go. for
now
sure.
as the levels get harder, do you get like better weapons that help you accomplish beating certain enemies? Or
I
it's
don't
just, like,
know. I don't know. I
done
haven't
that.
I haven't got that far into it yet. I only got one mission in, and then I died on the second mission. So
Word.
you suck. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not an elite gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
I
elite
made
at
it,
all.
I made it like 3/4 through the first level without getting seen, and then I got seen. So I went back through like every part that I already been through, and I killed everybody. I was like, "Fuck this, I'm pissed." So
Now
And
nobody's
then
gonna
died
see
to
me.
the same guy again, and you were like, "Fuck this game."
no, I was just tired of playing. I was tired the other night when I started playing it.
After you died to the same guy 3 times in
Yeah.
a row, you're
Yeah.
just like, "I'm tired."
I only
When
died
you hit
once.
that same checkpoint. You
I
only died once.
I only died once. All night.
Oh,
Well, you're not supposed to die at all, is I believe the point of the game.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're not supposed to,
Oh, okay.
but I did.
I mean,
yeah.
that shit
did.
happens.
Yeah, no, it was fun though. I didn't know. I know a lot of people are like diehard Hitman fans, so I didn't know if you guys were.
I
I play.
like-
I
I
play.
like
Like
the
I said, I
movie.
played a lot when I was
Yeah.
younger.
Well, I'm
But-
gonna send you guys the video that I watched of it years ago. It's actually a really good video because they get a whole bunch of people in a building and then they like have a makeshift party in this video.
Mhm.
And they basically like two of the guys are hitmen. Like they have to, or the one guy is a hitman and he's got to like put a disguise on and shit and get around the guards and stuff. It's really cool.
Is it
So-
similar to those YouTube videos of like Assassin's Creed where they have a whole bunch of parkour people like actually going around the city?
No.
And
no,
have you seen that
it's-
one?
Yeah, I've seen that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet one.
Rooster Teeth used to do it was called immersion. So they would like recreate video games IRL. Like
Right.
all kinds of video games. Hitman was one they did. It was really cool. So
That sounds pretty sweet though.
Yeah.
We'll have to put it in the description.
yeah, I'll send it to you. But when we do, or I'll put it in the description. So, but yeah, if you do the rest of it, but yeah, I didn't. I was hoping one of you guys were like a huge Hitman fan. So, but obviously not. But
I can't say that I never really saw the gameplay of it, just the movies. So
I had
mean, the
friends
movies
that
good.
were. I had friends that were huge. I'd never seen the movies. I have a couple friends that are huge Hitman fans. So,
So
It's a Valve game, isn't it?
I don't know.
Valve.
So a
Yeah.
similar kind of area is have you heard of The Covenant that's coming out, the movie with Jake
Mm.
Gyllenhaal?
Yes, a little bit.
So it's basically
the
there's
best
this
war movie ever made, right? That's what they
right.
say.
Well, I
What's
don't
IO Interactive?
I don't know how
Sorry,
how
sorry.
good it'll be compared to like Lone Survivor. Like Lone Survivor was great. What was it? Sniper was great with Bradley Cooper. The the one with Bradley Cooper was probably the one that like felt the most real to me. But the one with Jake Gyllenhaal is basically like they're over in Afghanistan. They have an interpreter, and they go through this mission, and Jake Gyllenhaal gets like basically captured by ISIS,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Terp comes up and kills them and drags him across country to save his life. And then they get back home, and Afghanistan gets taken over by the Taliban or what have you, and Jake Gyllenhaal goes back to get him to safety. And it looks really good via the trailer. It kind of reminds me like legit of
Yeah, what's this streaming on? I've seen this trailer a bunch of times.
I think it's gonna be in
what do you mean
theaters.
yeah, I think it's gonna be
Oh,
in
it's
theaters.
no, it's streaming on something too. It's like on
I'm not-
HBO Max or something like that.
It might be on HBO.
I don't know. I just signed
I
up for
haven't-
HBO Max.
I just saw it was going to be in theaters this month. I think like the 25th or something. It's supposed to be in theaters.
What's it called?
The Covenant.
Yeah, I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, they it reminded me legit of so I have a friend
Looks like it
who's
comes out April 20th. So
April 20th. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a friend who's an interpreter who I still talk to every now and then on Instagram. He'll check up on me, I'll check up on him, just seeing how we're each doing. And when we extracted from Afghanistan, he and his family were stuck there, and of course, a lot of the Taliban were going around killing people who helped
Mhm.
Americans
right.
throughout that. So I obviously didn't go back to over to Afghanistan alone or anything like that, but I did check up on him, and he and his family eventually got to safety and stuff like that. But initially he was talking about it and how he was being threatened and stuff like that and had to try and leave with his family, but I believe we got him back to America with his family. But it was just at first it was like it wasn't happening and they weren't bringing anyone over, and I was like, holy shit, man, like
Yeah, it's fucked
that's
up.
yeah, it's not the type of shit you want to hear. So
Did you see 12 Strong? Have you seen that with Chris Hemsworth?
Mm-mm.
So
Oh wait, maybe I have. Was it on Netflix?
it probably was for a time, yeah. It was made in 2018.
Was it the one where he was like overseas or whatever and protecting this kid or something from another hitman?
No.
Okay, different one then.
So I mean, obviously you fought in the war.
Yeah.
So 12 Strong is about they're the horse soldiers. You ever heard of the horse soldiers?
The Four Horsemen.
No, they're called the horse soldiers.
Oh,
So,
I've never heard of it. Mm-mm.
They're like the first ones that went in.
Okay.
Like there was a few small groups went in, and they worked with some locals, and they brought
Right.
the locals back. So that's why I was wondering if you'd seen that. But they were actually on Joe Rogan podcast. The horse soldiers were they came back and started a horse soldier whiskey. I think that's what it's called. Started a whiskey brand. There's
I
a
have to look into that.
super good episode of the podcast. I think you'd really like it. It's like the same war you were in. So but yeah,
Right.
badass
I'll
dudes.
I'll have to look at that. Yeah. Have you seen the thing with the lone survivor when he does
Yeah.
his talks?
Yeah, I
actually listened to him
I listened to him on
Yeah.
Rogan too. That guy is another level, man. Just
Oh,
what he went through.
Insane. Yeah.
I read that
Insane.
book in high school before, right before the movie came out. And
Really? Lone Survivor?
yeah, so like we had to do like a senior project. We had to do like a book report on a New York Times bestseller novel, and I read The Lone Survivor, and it was like probably 3 months after I did my report that the movie came out,
Mm-hmm.
and that the book is fucking crazy because it like the movie just kind of tells you about like it gives you a little view of like his time in boot camp,
Yeah.
but the book is like all about how he like his entire life he wanted to be a Navy SEAL, and like the dude fell off like a fucking
Huge cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I know they fell off cliffs during like the fight from the movie, but
Mhm.
during boot camp he almost didn't make it as a SEAL because he fell off one of their obstacles from like 75 feet up
Oh,
and
no
shattered his femur,
Damn.
and he got kicked out of like what do they call it, squids or
Buds.
Mhm. A squid. Yeah.
buds. It was buds. But basic underwater demolitions.
Yeah.
He got kicked out of his first year there, which is like the first class that you have to take when they think that they want you to be special forces in the Navy. Like
you ever listen to
take
Rogan at all?
quite a bit, yeah. I mean, just clips
you
here and there,
ever
but
you never like heard that episode?
no,
I definitely recommend listening to the Horse Soldier episode
yeah,
and that episode.
I'll look it up
Badass.
for sure.
Yeah. His
But I guess he fell off like a fucking climbing wall and he shattered his femur and buds, and
That's
he was in
crazy.
the hospital for like quite a while. Then had to go through like rehabilitation, and then he went back into buds his second time and passed it to become a SEAL.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Crazy.
I think he. I mean, I listened to a lot of those, but I think he was one that said that he thought he failed because he didn't. He passed out or something at some point, but they're like, no, we just need to know that you're not going to give up. So,
Right.
yeah.
You just have to
Crazy.
say like do exactly what we say even when you feel like you're about to
Mhm.
die, and
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
when we roll up to Normandy and we roll the doors down on the boat and we say get out. We need to know
Yeah.
that
We
you're going to
need
be
to know
like
you're gonna
you're
get
going to be
out.
like get there and get out of the boat.
Right.
Well, that's the same thing as being like a point man for any sort of like when you do building clearing. You don't stop in the doorway, even if like you start getting shot at. You don't stand there and start taking shots. You push in, so that way the people behind you aren't stuck in the doorway
Mhm.
just getting laid out.
Yeah.
So if you get a point man who just stops, you put everybody at risk when you do that.
Yeah.
So it's all about.
That's why they
dedication.
push you to your breaking point. They want to figure out what your breaking point is.
Yeah.
When somebody's got a 50 cal that's just wide open on a door and they open the door and say go, like they need to know that you're gonna go, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're not
Yeah,
just
no
gonna be like, fuck
hesitation.
you go.
Go.
I'm not going, you go.
Guys like Roger,
Yeah.
right into that
Raj, check Raj. Going.
Roger's hot copy.
Third.
bitch.
En route. Oscar Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we love you, Kai.
I do my best.
Oh, let's see here.
Even though you're a Florida man.
Even though I'm a Florida man.
Not gaming related, but you guys see Nate Diaz is signed on to fight Jake Paul.
I didn't.
I'm fucking pumped. Trying to
When
get
is
my
the
lady
fight supposed to
go.
be?
August 3rd. Dallas,
God
Texas.
So far away.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk my old lady into going. But the
Nate
cheap
Diaz.
seats are $400. I'm like, hey,
Jeez.
I want to smoke a blunt with Nate Diaz at the after party. Let's fucking
Yeah.
go.
Then you'd have to,
So you're
you'd have
getting
to buy
like
backstage.
the $1,000 tickets. then.
Yeah, the full
I
access
fucking
shit.
would. The after party's fair game, man. I want to go so bad. But a lot of money.
Yeah, I want to see. Has there been any talk about the because
We should,
usually like
we should
Jake
go and
Paul would
live.
take all of it.
We should go and live stream it, dude. There's got to be
We should
rules
go
against that.
and live stream it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's not
Get
allowed.
beat up by Logan Paul if we do that.
Oh God. Oh no. Logan
We're
Paul.
gonna get there and it's gonna be like, so we're not actually at the fight. We're in the parking lot of the fight, and here's Kai and a gator.
This guy in a
Yeah,
gator.
I'm just
He
holding a little
brought
baby
this
gator.
gator fresh from Florida. This is
Yeah.
a real Florida gator, guys.
I came here to see this fight.
We
Whoever
didn't realize
loses gets
how
to
much it would
fight this
cost to
gator.
get here, and we can't actually afford tickets in now, so we're just gonna watch Kai
Yeah,
wrestle a
400
gator in the
400
lot.
for the cheap seats, man.
Yeah,
That's about how much.
That's
Well, it
unreal.
was
A
closer to
lot.
like 300 for Luke Combs tickets for like general admission,
No.
and that's like going to be like right in front of the stage though. So I'm not too upset about it.
I paid $35 to go to Ozfest. $35.
I do know
I got
that
to see
Luke Combs
Black
has.
Sabbath.
Ozfest. Black Sabbath.
I do know that Luke Combs has like tickets for $20 or something at every concert because he wants people that can't necessarily afford it to still be able to see it.
Yeah. That's fucking
You guys
unreal.
ever been to Sturgis before?
No.
Holy smokes! You want to see some good music and be like borderline kind of uncomfortable that you might get stabbed
uncomfortable.
at any moment?
Oh, that's perfect.
Go to
Yeah.
Sturgis.
This is gonna sound weird. I don't know if I feel like being borderline stabbed.
I
Really,
mean,
at
it's
any
just
point in my
like kind of on the back of your mind, but it's not really like a huge concern.
See, this
But,
is the
like-
problem, Travis, with that is when I drink, I tend to run my mouth. And that's not a place that you want to be running your mouth.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
I would get stabbed for sure. That's why Toppy said that I should never,
you're gonna
Come to
get
the
drug
UK
out to
ever.
the Badlands by the fucking banditos.
because I'll
and-
start getting drunk talking about how great America is and how shitty the UK is and how we kick their ass, and I'll get stabbed.
Yeah,
I mean, they just get hurt because of the truth, you know.
Yeah, listen, I agree. That's why
But
I
if
say
you
it all
think
the
about
time.
it, the UK is like the size of like the Northeast.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like they don't understand. They think it takes them like 2 hours to get across
I know.
the UK. and it takes us like 2 hours to get from like Austin to Houston.
Yeah.
Takes me 2 hours to get from fucking downtown Tacoma to the suburbs of Tacoma.
Yeah.
Like
It's crazy.
it's like 2 miles.
I can drive to
Going-
Dallas 12 hours.
1 mile an hour on the freeway. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that. I'm good.
in rush hour.
That's what I hate about
That's
working
why I
on,
moved to the east side of the
No
mountains, dude. It's
fucking
like small
thank
town out
you.
here.
working on the
Yeah.
beach during spring break, dude. So fucking horrible.
It's so
Like I work
fucking
all day in
horrible.
the fucking
I'm sure
sun.
that's
and
so
then
terrible being in Florida on the
Well,
beach
no.
in spring break. Wow.
Oh, look
It
at all
feels
these
amazing.
hot
Poor
chicks
guy.
out there on the beach shaking their
Jesus
tits.
Christ. He's
the
like, I can't even
worst.
get any work done because there's so many topless chicks, dude. It's unbearable.
It's so
It's
hard.
unbearable. I can't even do
You
it.
go show them your
I'm a
alligator?
married man.
You go
Huh?
show them your alligator?
Oh well, yeah, you have to when they
You
come
have
down.
to? Yeah, okay, all right. Just making sure, man.
Yeah, God, I'm a nice guy, man.
alligator.
Yeah, walk up to every street. Got an alligator. You want to see it?
I live here. You want to see my gator?
Dude, I'm gonna
No.
move to Florida and get my dick tattooed to be an alligator.
I will pay for the tattoo. Absolutely. All
Oh,
pictures have to be
shit.
posted.
All pictures have to be posted.
All pictures have to be posted.
Yeah, it'll be a really small alligator, but it'll be mighty.
The tiny and mighty.
Kind of like that snail that's gonna chase you for.
Yeah,
for your-
millions,
for
millions
your
of
life.
dollars. Yeah,
I saw a TikTok today where
Yeah.
it said this guy paid me $500,000 a year to watch his pet snail.
yeah,
I
dude.
was like, I get it.
Word.
That was perfect.
That was good.
There's a new game. Racy actually showed it to me. It's called Xdefient. Have you heard of that, CC?
No, I saw that was on the list. I figured I'd ask you about it here.
I heard about it only from when we were talking about it like 10 minutes ago, but
Yeah. When did we talk about Xdefient?
It's fine. You were talking about the Epic Games.
It's not. That's not.
fucking-
That's not an
That's-
epic game.
That's more DAO in second.
Second
Oh, I
Extinction.
was thinking of Extinction.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Gotcha.
There's Xdefient and Extinction.
Second Extinction. Weren't we talking about
Xdefient
that
is
earlier?
actually an Ubisoft game that
Oh,
it's still early, like limited access,
yeah.
and you can get it from watching 30 minutes of a Ubisoft partner stream.
oh,
of course.
And I tried looking at, I couldn't find any. I think you have to do it on, I can't remember what day it is. It's like Tuesday or something that's coming up. You have to watch them. Of course it is. Yeah, and they got drop codes and all that good stuff. But it's
Right.
supposed to be a COD killer, is what they call it. If you look at it, it looks a lot like the older Call of Duties.
Oh, COD replica is what they meant.
Yeah, well, they're saying it's gonna be a new, because there's like no skill-based matchmaking on it and stuff like that. And I don't know how it's gonna. I think you have every
No
weapon unlocked and
skill-based
stuff.
matchmaking?
No skill-based matchmaking. So it's just random every
be-
time, just full of everybody.
Yeah, I don't know if I really like that. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
I mean,
no
if-
skill-based matchmaking?
I think skill-based matchmaking is good for ranked, but if I'm just doing like a free game, like how old Call of Duty lobbies were,
But so there's no skill-based matchmaking even in like they have a ranked game mode, I assume, right?
I have no idea. I mean, it's
no idea.
early access. I didn't
Yeah,
see
they have
anything about
ranked.
ranked.
They have ranked.
So if they have ranked, I'm pretty sure that's where skill-based matchmaking would come in, because that's all based on elo anyways.
Well,
so
then
it's not
what's
like
the
you're-
whole selling point of no skill-based matchmaking? if
That's
there's-
during your casual plays.
During pubs.
Yeah, so like in Warzone and stuff like that, every time you play
Dude,
or in
my
multiplayer,
luck,
it's
I'm gonna get a
skill-based.
team of fucking dirt level ranked, and the
Yeah.
team's gonna be fucking.
Don't call me and Kai dirt level ranked.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up, man. I'm an elite gaming
Well,
athlete.
if you guys played with me, I'd be more confident about my teammates. But I've normally solo queue with randos, and 90% of the time, like on Siege, I'm in a dirt level team against like fucking champs.
I already told you I'm not good at fucking Siege,
Immortals.
but you keep pushing me to play it, so I'll give you comms and cams, but other than that, nope.
Come play Fortnite or
Minute.
Warzone with me sometime.
Pass.
No.
See, that's why I'm thinking. That's why I'm hoping
I'm-
Xdefient becomes huge, because it'll be like the old COD again. But
I feel like I've been gaming competitive first-person shooters for too long to just play casually. When I get into games where people are just trolling or like fucking
Oh yeah,
they're
it's
like
annoying.
I'm just here for fun, like I'm just a casual game, and it's like that's cool. There's a place for that, and it's not in my lobby.
Yeah,
That's why I like how-
You know what I mean?
COD,
It's like
COD ranked is actually pretty good. Typically, you find pretty decent people to play with pretty quick.
yeah.
I like Rocket League as like a chill game. If it wasn't skill-based matchmaking in just like regular games, it'd be fun. I get why they kind of do it though, because if you're if you're playing Rocket League with a champ 1, they're just gonna shit on you the whole time.
Yeah.
If you have people that are like silver level,
Yeah.
So I get kind of why it's like that in casual mode, but I don't want it to be sweaty the whole time either. Sometimes you gotta sit up straight in your seat.
Oh, bro. So Dark and Darker is on playtest right now. Have you guys seen that?
No.
I did see it.
Dark and
There was like some
Darker
sort of weird way
is
you
in
had to download it.
playtest. It is a weird way to download it because they got
Yeah.
sued by I can't remember the details, but it was one of the lead developers used to work for like I want to say Blizzard.
You talked about this last week, bud.
Yeah. So anyway, the download for this playtest is you have to torrent it.
Yeah, that's what Devin was saying, right? But it's not like a actual illegal download or anything like that.
It is a legal download because they're offering the game for free, so you can torrent the game for free. If it was like a paid game that you were torrenting off like some third party,
then it would be illegal.
then it would be illegal. But it's a free playtest, and this is the only way they're offering it, and they've made it public that it's like so it's not anything sketchy. You can torrent this game. You just have to have the like torrent code and the URL to download it.
I'm never downloading a torrent again, at least not on this PC.
That's why you got kicked from Fortnite. I feel you.
No, I'm just not doing it. I don't want fucking viruses.
Yeah. This is supposed to be super safe, I guess. You can get on their Reddit, their official Reddit, and one of the devs posted like their recommended torrent like site you have to download, and then they posted the URL for downloading
Why
the
wouldn't
game.
you just have a link on your website though to download it? That's just
like a launcher like Tarkov has, right? Like
Yeah.
Battlestate Games.
Yeah.
Like I think that was just like a whole lot of extra steps when they're just trying to like develop this early access kind of
Yeah.
they're still testing. And I'm sure at some point if they can't resolve their Steam issues, if this lawsuit doesn't work out, they probably will go on the same way that Tarkov did and just create their own website, their own launcher and do it that way, which I don't think is really a bad way of doing it. You're just
I
gonna
don't
miss
know
out
why.
on all
I don't know
like, the
why you
Steam.
wouldn't want to be on Steam. You know,
Steam takes a cut. It's kind of like if you could stream to your own website and have 1,000 viewers versus streaming to Twitch for 1,000
right,
viewers.
right. But everybody has Steam. You know,
Exactly. And that's why people stream to Twitch is because everyone has fucking Twitch. So it's like
I don't know.
if they're popular, like Tarkov is like an extremely successful game right now, and they're
Yeah.
not on Steam. at
No,
all.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely games that are popular. Like Fortnite's not on Steam. I mean,
Microsoft
I think
is another good
that
platform
Dark and
in
Darker
general.
has a big enough following right now that they could do this. They could do their own launcher.
Yeah.
I think that they've got the following right now to be successful doing that.
Well, that's just another thing they would have
But,
to work on before, trying to release or do the playtest and stuff like that. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that they're not possibly already working on it in the background, but
And
They'd
I
have
know
to
we
get that
talked about this
good for
before,
that
but
box.
I wish that Marauders would have just fucking
Waited.
taken their time with their launch. Their game is so good. It is still good. It's just lacking content, and I think if they would have gone through playtests like Dark and Darker is doing right now, people would have made it known to the
I
developers
still
that
want to
their
play
game
Marauders.
needed more content.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just hard. Like you guys are streamers, and it's hard to want to get onto a game that's only having like average like 500 viewers or
I mean, that shit
even
doesn't
less,
bother me. That doesn't
like
bother me at all.
75 viewers on Twitch.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me. Still a good get. Like I pushed it. even
Yeah, I
though-
mean, if you're trying to like build a big following and like it's cool if you just want to stream for your community and the people that you already have, but if you're trying to build viewers, like streaming on a game like Marauders is not the way to do it when there's only 75
I
fucking
haven't
concurrent
streamed in over 2 weeks.
viewers
yeah,
on
it's
a
been a
day.
while since I have too.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm trying to get a house and pay all this stuff and go
Yeah.
visit and look at places and
Right.
stuff. So it's just a wee bit difficult right now.
Yeah.
Who knows once we get the place and me trying to move to how that'll go.
Dude, if Marauders would have done playtests, built their focused on but little bug fixes when they needed to, take the game out of test, introduce new content, re-release,
Yeah.
I think the hype would still be there.
Yeah.
But the hype was lost when the game just got full released and everyone played it for a month straight, and then it was just like, there's nothing left to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once you
Yeah.
beat everything,
Do
like
they
beat the
reset
entire
it like
Zero to
Tarkov
Hero.
does? Like
They
wipe?
they wipe like so the whole selling point of Marauders was they didn't want to wipe. They were like, we're not going to wipe once the game's released. We're going to do minor content updates and like
Add new stuff.
quality of life updates and shit, but we're not going to wipe. Like your account is going to be your account, and you can just farm and grow and get bigger and better the more you play. But they found out like early on that they were going to have to do wipes for the size of the content updates that they wanted to do. They were going to have to pretty much make you fresh install. They couldn't figure out how to implement new code into their old code
Right.
and then repost the game into an existing install and have it just be an update. It had to be a fresh install, so they
Yeah,
had
that
to do
sucks.
wipes. Yeah.
That sucks.
Especially when you're working on that Zero to Hero, that kind of sucks. But once you get to the end of the Zero to Hero, then there's like really nothing there. So
But the thing is, the point that I'm trying to make is Dark and Darker is doing the same thing right now. Every single new playtest is a full wipe. But nobody's talking about how bad it sucks that the game is wiping because they weren't able to play it for 3 months straight anyways.
Yeah.
You know, it was out of testing. Like you couldn't even touch it. It was like nobody cared that it was a wipe because it's like new content and like fresh game.
if you
Wow,
think
it's back
about
in
it-
playtest. Let's go.
but won't the
Hype.
same thing
Tarkov
happen
is-
once they get a full release?
Tarkov is still in
Yeah.
beta, technically.
Shit, look at how long it took PUBG to come out of beta.
Yeah.
Took them
Oh,
years.
PUBG's out of beta.
Yeah, it's been out of beta for a while. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like I mean, even Siege was in beta for like the first 5 years. Whenever you played ranked, it said ranked beta game mode. It's like
I feel like there's another game that I just downloaded that was beta. I can't remember what it was.
Shatterline.
Could be.
Is Shatterline a beta?
I don't think so. I think that game's just full release now.
I think so. Hence the battle pass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not founder packs anymore or anything like that.
Hmm.
And I also don't know if so I said before Disney Speedstorm you had to be a founder to get it this month or something like that. I don't think that's the case. I think that's for just like early content or extra content before the game comes out. If you get a founder pack. So I'm not sure how that one's going to work. Maybe you will be able to get it for free.
Dude, you want to talk about a game that has stood the fucking time? Red Dead Redemption 2. You put that on the list. That game's like so
Yeah.
fucking old, but it's still so fucking good.
That's why I put it on there was because
right up there with fucking PUBG, dude. The
I
game's
saw it. Yeah,
ancient.
ancient.
Still top of the Steam charts. Like,
yeah,
Still
That's
a great
why-
game.
that's why I saw it was on sale at like 67% off. So it's
Yeah.
under $20 at $19.79 on Steam, but it ends April 28th. So if you've ever thought about getting Red Dead, and I know it's a really good like first person type
Mhm.
of game, not necessarily in first person, but third person,
Yeah.
whatever, one solo player, but you can also play online. So I know I have so many friends that have played that game and loved it, and they still go back and play it to this day.
Yeah, it's a good game.
So if it's ever a game you're thinking about getting, it's on Steam right now for 67% off.
If I had a controller, I would probably play it more.
Aren't you getting a controller?
No, that's
Why
changed.
do you need controller to play Red Dead?
I don't like
You
keyboard and
don't.
mouse on it.
Why? I thought you said you were getting a new controller.
No.
You lied to me.
Chambers
I'm gonna
getting a
look
new
it up on the list.
controller.
No, you. Dingus, you said you were going to get one. I'm going to look it up on the last podcast.
Okay.
Unless you deleted it on purpose.
No, I don't think
I
I'm
feel like
getting
that's something you could do. I feel like that's something you would do.
You feel like I didn't edit last week's podcast in 10 fucking minutes? Like, remember how fucking excited
Yeah.
I was? But I didn't have to
I know.
cut anything out? Yeah. No.
Worked out.
You figured out a good way of doing it with 3 people then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like right now, normally, like when we first started doing the podcast, I had just our images up here, like I captured that screen. I have it all zoomed in. I have all the borders in OBS. I have everything on OBS. I don't have to add anything anymore.
Nice.
I just
Yeah,
have
makes it
to
a lot easier.
cut out shit that we want cut out, which normally we don't cut anything
Yeah.
out anyway, but I gotta like cut pieces together because I'll end it in certain spots and I'll
Yeah.
restart it because I think, I might want to edit that out or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's just we talked about that before, because you were just doing like you were just doing a screen capture of
that's what I'm
like,
doing still.
Discord,
Yeah,
right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But
I thought it was just I thought you moved it all to OBS now.
no. Well, it's all on OBS now.
Yeah,
But yeah, like I added like the borders and like the logos and everything to OBS.
Gotcha.
Just to set their standard, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have
Almost like
to.
a stream.
Yeah, so it's like a stream. I'm just recording it instead, so I don't have to add anything to it at the end. So
That's because before you were just screen sharing or screen recording Discord and then adding the overlays and shit.
yeah, yep.
In OBS. Yeah.
No, I was adding the overlays in DaVinci in post.
Oh, okay.
So I had to like add each line in and then put them where they needed to be, and fucking annoying as shit.
Yeah.
Especially with like the episodes where like I had to cut like 6 times, I had to redo that 6 fucking different times.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. But
Fuck that.
yeah. Yeah. Is there anything on the list you guys want to talk about, or do we want to end it? I'm ready to end it unless you guys got anything else that I don't not see in here.
There was only one other thing, and it was just like a bucket list thing, but we don't have to go over that.
If you could have 3 things on your bucket list, what would they be? How about this, Kai? How about this?
You could only have 3 things.
You can only have 3 things on your bucket list. Make a bucket list with 3 things. How about this? How about we introduce it this week? That gives us time to think about it for next week.
Yeah, people can comment. We'll talk about it on the next one.
I'll add on Spotify. I'll add that as a question on there.
Bucket list, yeah.
Yeah, and then like go to YouTube. Tell us what you guys think. That'll help us pick them for next week. Does that work?
Nickwit will have to tell us.
Nick will tell us for sure. Iceman too. Iceman's like pretty. He listens to everyone. So yeah, tell us in the comments like what 3 things you'd have. Because I read that before. And I'm like, fuck, I don't know, man. I don't fucking feel good either. So I'm not thinking right.
I just want as my bucket list to go to the hospital and get good medication like morphine.
Just want to go to sleep.
Want a really good Tempur-Pedic bed.
Oh, last thing before we end. Did you guys catch up on The Last of Us?
I have not finished the last episode yet.
You haven't finished the last episode?
I haven't seen any of it. I don't have HBO or anything, so
the only thing that I'm kind of bummed out about is like the whole first season, which is 9 episodes now, is supposed to be the whole first game, right? Okay. And that kind of like insinuates that like unless they do like kind of a Game of Thrones kind of thing where they just kind of continue on after the game ends or like in Game of Thrones the book ends, that means there's only going to be one more season.
I would imagine
is going to just be 2 seasons.
You know what?
I don't know.
That kind of bums me out because like I want more. Like
I think it's all going to depend on the ratings if they're going to try and write more content after.
Maybe if
it's getting good fucking ratings.
Maybe if since this went so well, right? Maybe they'll make a new game.
Maybe they'll make a new game. Maybe they'll continue the series and then make the next game based off of the ending of the like season 3 is going to be like The Last of Us Part 3.
There is something that I wanted to put on the list, but I forgot about it until literally you just said this. Harry Potter, the Harry Potter series, they're coming out with a TV series.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Every single season is going to be one of the books. So there's like slated 7 seasons already.
That's badass.
And I'm not sure how I feel about it.
They already did. That'd be like if they went back and did like the Lord of the Rings over again as a TV show.
Yeah, but maybe since they're going to use a whole season as a
that's going to be tough to do, dude.
As a book, maybe you won't miss shit. Like they missed a lot of stuff in the movies, right?
Yeah, they did.
But everyone's just going to compare the movie. I bet you like the new generation that doesn't really know
Harry Potter.
Didn't grow up when we grew up and read the books and then saw the movies right after the books came out. They're probably going to love them, but people like us are just going to compare it to the movie and the book and just be like,
yeah, we grew up with Daniel Radcliffe. We're going to see a new Harry Potter. We're like,
yeah,
I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't know. This is.
I'm just so worried because they're making so much new content and changing everything. With like they're making a live action Lilo and Stitch and changing.
J.K. Rowling is like directing it, right?
It's just part of getting old, seeing remakes of like your childhood favorites, and then just like, but why do they have to ruin a perfectly good thing? It's already so good. They already did it once, and it was so good.
Space Jam, man, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh yeah, when Michael Jordan was so great. I know.
Yeah, but if they remade that now, you'd just be like, meh.
They did.
You're only ever gonna compare it to the OG.
They did remake.
Yeah, and it sucked.
Oh, they did remake.
It sucks so
Yeah.
bad.
That's
you
what
didn't
I'm
even
saying.
know.
That's the
Yeah.
point I'm making.
I know. That's why I said it's like Space Jam. Yeah, I was agreeing with you,
Yeah.
Travis.
The Zoomers are gonna love it. The Boomers probably gonna hate it.
The Zoomers
Or-
and the Boomers.
Yeah, the Zoomers and the Boomers. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm
Sure,
a
something like that.
millennial.
Yeah, we are. We're millennials. So is Travis, actually.
Well, I mean, yeah, pretty much. Millennial going on Boomer here soon.
No,
But-
boomer. Boomer just means baby boomer.
I know,
Gen X.
I know. It's a generational thing, but like we're almost, by our definition, we're pretty much like we're almost on Boomer level.
Like I'd rather identify with the greatest generation. The one before
Gen
us.
X?
I don't know. They called the greatest generation the ones before us. Yeah, probably.
Wasn't it the ones before us? No, our parents are baby boomers.
back when
Yeah.
people could still afford to buy houses before they were
Right.
40.
Bro, the house I'm looking at right now, that house I'm looking at right now is listed at like 525,000. It was bought in 1981 for 21,000.
Yeah, that's like I've been seeing all these memes that are like, I bought this house when I was 19 years old for 21,000. I'm now asking $465,000 for
Yeah.
it. It's
I
like-
wish I would have just bought houses.
And
when I
we
was
are what's
fucking
wrong
18.
with the economy
know.
right now.
Dude,
Not-
we should have just bought houses after house. My cousin called me today or last night, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be building a new house soon." I'm like, "That's cool, man." He's like, "Yeah, probably gonna sell this one." I'm like, "I'll fucking buy it. I'll buy it.
I'll buy it
Whatever the
right
fuck you
now."
want, I'll buy it. Like, give me a
Let
good
me just-
fucking deal." He's like, "Why do you want it?" I'm like, "Because what are they not making more? They're not making more fucking land, dude. Houses like hold their goddamn value. In 10 years, it'll be worth $100,000 more. Yeah, don't fucking sell it."
I wouldn't say that necessarily hold their value, but it
Yeah.
depends on what you do with the house
Well, yeah, I mean, but you know, it's
and the area.
Yeah, it's
But-
a small house though. Wouldn't take shit to fucking side it and redo the house. And
Well, if you pay me and pay for my
in-
transportation, I'll come help
in
you.
20 years, it's gonna be worth a fuck ton of money, I'm sure. So
Oh, yeah,
We're gonna have
dude.
to change the podcast name to Elite Real Estate Entrepreneur.
we are we are gonna be elite real estate.
We know everything
entrepreneurs.
about real estate entrepreneuring.
Yeah.
That is what
I'll
we
just
do as our
I'll
podcast.
just remodel it myself, and then I'll just call Kai and be like, "Kai, I fucked up.
Yeah,
Come fix this
Great.
shit."
This is
Yeah.
so bad it's gonna take a
Mm.
Florida man to fix.
yeah. I'll bring my gator.
Yeah, bring your
Yeah,
It's
gator
my
up.
guard dog.
Yeah.
It's my guard gator. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Don't you touch this house?
All right, Kai, take us away. I'm done, man.
I bet you are. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the follow bell, follow button, notification bell, whatever it is. It'll give
Just
you
hit all the
notifications.
buttons.
Hit every single one that's on there.
Just open up the stream, watch it, and then click things. that
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Rate it. Give us comments. Tell us your bucket list items
Yeah,
that you want. That way we can just use yours when
yeah, because
we can't think of anything.
I can't
So
think
is
of
be a lot
just
easier
three
that way.
things, just any three things that you would
You can only have 3 things, though. It can only be literally limited to 3. You can't have more than 3 things.
like
that
what
you
are the like you have 3 days to live, 3 days. You have to pick 3 things that you're gonna do each day.
Yeah,
and then
sure.
you're dead.
We'll go with that. If you've ever
Alright.
seen the movie Bucket List, be like that. But
Alright.
you only get 3 things. No, money doesn't matter.
One thing
3
each day,
things.
3 days.
3 things you could do in your life. List those. And then
I would hug
on
Ray,
Apple-
Ray John.
Ray John.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
hug him. That's one of them.
That's a good one.
Hug
It's a good
Ray
He,
John.
needs, he needs hugs.
I
But
think definitely on my bucket list would be watching Wife on a Bike one last time. You know,
oh, Jesus.
Wife on a
that was the
bike.
highlight of Ray John's streaming career. Wife on a Bike.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah,
So-
with a wife on the background. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, don't forget to rate too. Apple does Spotify have rating?
Yes.
Okay, rate on Spotify and Apple, and then that'll just kind of help us grow and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we
Share with
haven't
all
had
your
a new
friends.
we haven't had a new review on Apple for a while.
Yeah, share with all your friends if you can, and if you will, just send them links to either YouTube, Apple, or Spotify. Easy to do. Boom.
Somewhere. All right.
Somewhere.